The Four Magazine, Detroit, baby, we out here. You see what's going on, we activated, we ain't playing no games.
All right, without further ado, let's get to it. Welcome to another episode of Interviews with the Foreign Magazine. Back for the second time, man. We got Dee, aka Dream Rich, aka whatever you want to call her, the biggest boss, man. What's going on, sis? How you feeling?
What's going on? I'm feeling good.
Good. Definitely appreciate you for coming again. You know, anytime we reach out, you always showing love. So we definitely appreciate, you know, you having open arms to the platform and just allowing us to do what we do. So thank you for that.
No problem.
For sure. So I definitely wanted you to come on for a second time because I personally had a lot more questions that I wanted to ask.
Okay.
Mainly with your profession. And I know that we are in a space from an entertainment standpoint where all of this is new to us. Mm-hmm. You know, being that the success on the music side is a new thing, I can only imagine what some of the people behind the scenes are experiencing for the first time. You being in the game, as we talked about off camera briefly, being in the game musically on the music side for 6 years, and then being into the clothing for 10 years, you know, you are somebody that people look up to, that people gain a lot of inspiration from. So it was only right that we had you come back to get that side of things. You feel me?
Yeah, it's interesting for sure.
For sure. So just off the top, we want to get straight into Museum of Divine Art, the 10th year anniversary. Mm-hmm. You about to do something crazy, something big.
Yeah.
If you can, let's talk about that a little bit. Like, what was the inspiration behind that, and exactly what is it for those who don't know?
The Museum of Divine Art is a show. It's a show that has never been done. I don't really want to give up all of the details, but you got to be there to see it. It's only going to go on for an hour, that part of the show, but we're celebrating. We're just celebrating 10 years of growth, change, excitement, actually, like, for what's to come. Because 10 years is like a stepping stone into something different. I feel like I've grown so much within these 10 years of what I've been doing. My brand was once called Dream Rich, and now it's Arte de la Moda. So just in that alone, I've lost and gained so much that I want to tell my story. So the Museum of Divine Art is really an art show. It's going to be an art show, but of what I've done for the last 10 years.
For sure.
So, and it's done in the most epic way. I've only seen Pharrell do this.
You said Pharrell?
I only seen Pharrell do what I'm about to do.
Wow. And that's crazy too, being that Pharrell, you know, like he top tier when it comes to the fashion, you know what I mean? So, you know, and speaking of that, like who are like some of the inspirations for you that's like on that level? Like, of course, I know that it may be, or it may have been in the past, maybe like lower level brands that inspired you. But now that you've been in the game for 10 years and you've grown from fabrics to, you know, everything. When you look at those top tier people, who are some of the people that you get inspiration from?
The top tier people? I would say people like Pharrell. Mm-hmm. I love Pharrell. I love his creativity. I loved, what's his name? He passed away.
Virgil.
Mm-hmm. I love Virgil. I couldn't get it out. But I love Virgil. I used to look at Fab for ideas. But then I like Emily because I know Emily was the stylist. So personally, when you talk about fashion, I love Tiana Taylor. Like Tiana Taylor is like the perfect girl boy. I used to always want to dress like Tiana Taylor. Like when I was looking at people get dressed, I was like, what? I like what Tiana got on. Like she got on some gym shoes, but she still look a little classy. Because that's me. I don't really care to wear heels all day, but I will put on some heels.
Yeah.
So when we talk about fashion, if it's celebrities that I would look up to, it will be Tiana Taylor and Fab. They're my top two. And Pharrell.
Yeah.
And then when you talk about designers, I like Pharrell. I like Dapper Dan. I love that Gucci. Like I love that everybody went back and like I love what's happening now. I'm more of a 90s fashion girl though, like the J-Lo's, the Manolo boots, stuff like that. Like that is the stuff that inspired me to like fashion. Like I just went crazy to find some Manolo boots just to wear in my coat photo shoot. So fashion alone, like I'm inspired in different ways. Like on a higher scale, I like the people that design for the higher scale brands. I'm more so like the designer.
Yeah.
More than I like the actual brand.
The actual brand,
So it'd be like once they change designers, it'd be like, oh yeah, who designed that?
So you able to like tell the difference when somebody
you can tell when
see
somebody
it.
else designed it. Like you could tell when people make that comeback. Gucci made a comeback one time that was incredible about a year ago, right before, and it was like wow. Like some brands literally have to come back every 5 to 10 years. Like I mean they selling, but they make a huge comeback where you see them effortlessly, especially in our community.
Yeah.
Like even Burberry. Burberry do like a hit or miss, but Burberry, even they newer stuff, when they came out with the B, I was like, oh yeah, this is plain. This is me. I can wear this. You know what I'm saying? So I would say I like all top brands, but I'm more so inspired by the streetwear brands. Like it's even brands from Detroit now that like inspire me.
Like who?
I love Engineer by Dre. I love his method. I love his hustle. His drive to do whatever is incredible. Like for him to only be doing this for about 2 years, baby, like that right there, like that is fire. Like even his content, the way he puts stuff out, he inspires me just to never stop. Just because in 2 years I've seen him accomplish so much.
Yeah.
But then I got all of my like Arrival. Sorry, I was trapping. Watching Public Housing, do what he do. It's so many brands, like Four Seasons. I've seen Four Seasons grow within a year. I've seen all these brands grow. Des Del Mar, he has a store downtown. Like, so I'm inspired by what's around me. Like the Ruggiero, I always say his name wrong. Tim, don't kill me. Ruggiero, I always say it wrong.
Yeah,
but
everybody butchered that name.
Watching all these brands come after me. Form Fit with Brooklyn, she inspires me because of the fashion shows that like to see somebody younger than me have this much influence is amazing. Like that girl, and just to hear her talk, she can go in a room and talk. She can have a conversation. We were just on a panel and I was just like, oh my God, I love her. But like, you know, the Detroit versus everybody, him doing a collab with Gucci, that was fire. Like, I just want to give everybody their props.
Yeah, Jack Rip.
Jack Rip, I still don't got my outfit, but I'm going to give Jack Rip his shit. Because Jack Rip got his own thing going on. I like In Crowd because I know Nacho. I know where Nacho came from. I know Nacho started styling people with other people brands. So In Crowd alone is fire. Like, There's Only Us. All the people that was in my video, I just did a video for 313
Yeah, that was dope.
I left out Visions Collections. I love Visions Collections. I left out Four Seasons. I left out a lot of brands that I didn't mean to leave out, but I actually see everybody. Like, I see everybody where they at. It's another guy. His name is Wonderful. He went to U of M. I don't know where he is now, but he was hand making stuff. That boy inspired the crap out of me. Like, oh my God, you make me want to go back and ooh, excuse me. You make me want to go back and style and drive. So I feel like our local fashion alone, all our brands are different, but somehow they intertwine.
Yeah.
Plugged in. Like, it's just so many.
Sure.
It's so many, but everybody is different. Octane, like the creativity that we got now is amazing. Like, I even like District 81 and Octane now. The change from District 81 to Octane is incredible. It's crazy. Like, it's crazy. Play It Crazy. I got like these favorite cream cargo pants from a brand called Play It Crazy. They Detroit based. Fire. Like, so everybody, I like different stuff from every brand and they all inspire me to keep going.
No doubt.
Like, cause now people be like, oh, it's oversaturated and stuff. It's not. It's only oversaturated if you looking at them like competition.
Exactly.
If I don't have something, I'm sending them right over there to my people because I know they're gonna sell it to you. Like, everybody just so worried about they got their eyes on somebody else's paper instead of just paying attention to what's going on.
You know what? I would like what you saying that's a key point because in Detroit, it's quote unquote a lot of oversaturation in a lot of fields right now.
Yeah.
Like, it's a lot of different things going on, and that idea of competition, like even in the media space, you get what I'm saying? It's like
a small-minded way of thinking, though.
Explain like why you got the mindset of if I don't have it, I'm gonna send it over, to my peoples. Like, what makes you be able to look at it from that perspective as opposed to looking at, your fellow brothers and sisters as competition?
Because I don't see nobody as competition. What God got for me, he got for me. So that's how I look at everything. Like, in life, like, I know I've accomplished a lot. So with knowing that in confidence, I can't, just because I send him a couple dollars don't mean it's gonna hurt me. Like, he might got something better than me over there on that side.
Real talk.
And if you look at it like that, like even in media, anything, podcast, I got a podcast. And I was just telling my homegirl that got a podcast. I was like, well, we can't say we the best because we all offer different things. Like when you can come on my podcast and chill, but you can go, oh, I could come over here and have an interview.
Yeah.
Just a one-on-one personal interview. You know more about me. Then we can come over here and get messy if we want to. But we can't say we the best at something when there's so many people doing something.
So many people doing it,
You the best at what you do. So once you realize that, like, it's a confidence thing too. It's more of a, I think, look at that as an insecurity. I feel like it wasn't nobody when I got into fashion 10 years ago in Detroit that was a woman that could show me what they want. Like, I am so inspired by Mia Ray. Like, Mia Ray is, like, I just look at her and be like, Mia Ray and Milano. I will never forget in 2016, I went to a Milano sleepover. I got one of my closest friends from this sleepover. But just being in a room with somebody that I didn't even know she was going to be who she is right now. I just wanted to go get the game that I could go get in 2016. And I walked away inspired and excited, and just to see where she is. That's amazing. See her brand go on BET, to see all the stuff. I went to all her fashion shows at one point. You get what I'm saying? Just to be inspired and not steal. Like LaDon, like all of these people, LaDon made me start fashion shows. So it just be like, when you talk about inspiration, everybody can inspire you from different things. Like I said, Engineered by Dre, he make me want to get in my content bag. Denzel Mar make me want to go sew something, create something,
Everybody
draw something.
got their own thing that makes you,
Arrival make me want to just be fly. Like, Arrival literally make me want to put some on. Sorry I Was Trapping is something I'm going to wear when I'm trapping. I be in the airport, they're like, what that say? Sorry I Was Trapping. Public housing really describe where we coming from, public housing. So your inspiration coming from all these different places, and it's just like, man, I feel like being where I'm at right now, if I don't, I need to support everybody else, because we are breaking into an industry that don't really honor our streetwear. But if you can put it up, if our rappers are blowing and they putting on our streetwear, now we blowing. This is amazing. Like, this is like a fire. So supporting each other and making sure we coexist with each other is fire. The stylists coming back to pull a pair of clothes from us. Like, it ain't just, I'm inspired by everybody. Like, Mia Ray marketing, like I was saying, is fire. Her marketing is to die for. Her and Engineered by Dre make me stay on my feet.
So even going into the marketing, which was something that, you know, I wanted to make sure that I hit on, because I feel like you've been able to do a phenomenal job via social media, and how you've been able to build brands, even with the rebrand and what you're doing now. You know, in terms of social media marketing and networking and stuff like that, like, what are some tips like that you made a gain from Mia or whoever that you utilize now?
When I lost everything at one point, I felt down with social media. I didn't want to post nothing. I started deleting everything. I think Mia inspired me to stay consistent, to stay posting, to stay at it. Like, what you scared of? Like, even just watching her over there when her 10-year anniversary came up and watching what happened for her. Like, you don't never know when your moment gonna come. You don't never know. You might be struggling right now in a moment of change. Like, everything changes later, and that's what keep me going while I'm watching somebody else. Like, because you can watch people and get like, oh, I'm not there, and be jealous. No, I'm excited to see this. This is the girl from Detroit. This is the woman from Detroit that is literally putting on for us in different ways. Just like, even like Brooklyn Body Butter and they rebrand. Like, I'm friends with her, and just to watch her rebrand her company, but she still is killing the game on the marketing side, just watching these companies grow. Like, we went from this type of this butter in a jar to now it's like this. Like, just that, I think that alone just make you want to do more. I think social media for me makes me want to go harder at it. Like, it just made me want to be like, all right, look, I need more. I gotta do more.
So you would say consistency being one of the main things.
Consistency.
Yeah. And in terms of like collaborations and, you know, networking, a lot of people, I don't feel like they use the full like scope of social media to really connect and meet with people. Like, who are some of the people that you've been able to connect with through social media that you got tight relationships now? Like, is it some of those people that you named, or like?
So I'm really hands-on.
Okay.
I'm like a hands-on networker.
Say in the streets.
I have pop-up shops and stuff like that. So I have reached out to people sometimes, or people reach out to me.
Even on that side of it, not to cut you off, but even on that side of it, like, you are really big on the pop-up shops, and you in the field with it. Like, just explain like your marketing tactics, or, you know, how you go about it. Like, what makes you want to get in the streets with it versus just being on the net with it?
Because on the net, I feel like people can't feel you. I know everybody got this thing about not being accessible, but if I'm not accessible to the people that I inspire sometimes, then who am I actually inspiring? Like, if they don't get to see me, touch me, feel me sometimes, like, who am I inspiring? And that's where that comes from. It's like, you could be an inspiration all you want, but what worked for you might not work for me. Can't sit in the house all the time, because the moment I'm in the house too long, everybody like, are you okay? Are you pregnant? Or like, it's a difference, because yeah, you can disconnect and not give everyone access, but it should be moments where you give access so that people can feel you. Because I feel like social media also now is reality. Like, I want to know who you are. I want to know your personality. Like, some people buying product just because of people's personality, not even because they like it. They just like you. They like what you showing them. They like how you talking to them. And once you realize that, like, and in the middle of my teen years, I realized that, because when I started a new brand, I wanted to take my face away from it. And I realized how much my face mattered.
For sure.
When I tried to do that. Like, people just want to buy from me sometimes.
Real talk.
It ain't about what I'm selling. Sometimes it might not even be the best product, but because it's me, it's going to sell.
That's real.
It's going to sell. That's just how it is.
No, that's a fact. Somebody hit me with that too the other day. We had put a post up on social media, and people was just tapping in, talking about the interviews and stuff like that. And they like, bro, the moment you get on camera and start, you know what I mean, doing like, you gonna go through the roof. And I'm like, I don't know. Yeah. I just ain't that type of person. But I understand the value in that and being accessible in that type of way.
Well, it might not be that. You got to pray about that. You got to really pray about, like, your purpose. Like, because even still, some of us, like, I wanted to disconnect from the world at one point. Once I lost everything, I didn't want to really, like, everybody like, what's wrong? Really, I'm here in the flesh, but I'm not here in my mind, and my spirit just wasn't here. So when you go through those type of times and everybody look at you like you somebody, it made me, like, it was times where I walked in places, they're like, what's wrong with you? And then it was times I walked in places where they might have lifted me up, like, you inspired me so much. So me being the face, it kind of helped me out through a hard time. So I look at that as if, like, you don't ever know who can uplift you with you being your face. Sometimes being behind the camera is like, who am I watching? Like, it might just help people get a better feel for you. Because I'm more of I got to meet you in person. 90% of the people I work with, I got to come see you. I got to see about you. I want to feel your energy. I just want to make sure we on the same page. So I think it works for some people. And like I said, some people it don't really work for. No one knows your purpose. And that's what you got to pray for, your purpose in this. Like, yeah, you could be doing something. You could be passionate about interviewing and the Foreign magazine and everything else, right? But what's your purpose in it? Like, my purpose in making it through 10 years was for me to go back and help people that got epilepsy like I had. People that don't feel like I once felt. And within those 10 years, I got stripped of everything just so I could, snap out of that and be a better woman. Like, I'm just now getting to I became dream rich. I became my identity I created. And that shows you can be anything you want to be. But am I really doing what fulfills me? No, I wasn't. So just to grow in those 10 years and see that, like, I became dream rich. You could be whoever you want to be on the internet. You know what I'm saying? You could be whoever you want to be. And then not saying I was fake or anything. I just was somebody a little different than who I am at the core. So I wasn't being my true self at the core. The loving, sensitive woman that I was being harder. I was in survival mode. Like, I got to show people I can do this. You know what I'm saying? Because that's what sometimes a neural sickness alone can do that to you. You know what I'm saying? So,
do you feel like that's what that stemmed from? What do you feel like that came from? Like, having that feeling?
Just feeling not wanted, or just feeling like when you have a sickness like epilepsy or something, you just feel different. You don't feel like you fit in. Which you're not meant to fit in every room or anything. But I didn't feel worthy of a lot of things. Like, I'm about to go to this school and I'm about to pass out in front of all these people. I hated that. I think I hated that more than anything. Or calling an ambulance. Don't call no damn ambulance. My mama gonna come, or I'm gonna be okay. Like, I got a friend and I just told her, like, thank you. Like, we've been friends since like 9th grade. And I was like, I'm not gonna lie. You the one person that I used to tell you I was about to have a seizure. You would sit there with me. I used to sit at the lunch table like, I'm about to have one. And she'd know, and she won't go nowhere. So like, and we grown now. And ooh, I'm getting emotional, but we're grown now. So she's seen me in different stages of my life that nobody's seen yet. So that alone is like a thank you. Like, sure. I don't think I ever been judged by her. She has rolled it out with me on everything, but she was the girl that I used to be like, Mo is coming. Like, Mo, I need it. Like, can you just sit here, or I'm gonna put my head down for a minute. So, 9th grade, I ain't gonna tell my age,
Yeah,
but we've
for
been
sure.
friends for like 15 years.
Yeah.
And to this day, I can still call Mo and kick it with Mo. I'm not gonna be judged by Mo. She just told me that they're like, you need to fix your face. When you be in places, you be looking mean. And I be like, well, Mo, I'm just coming from, but she know, this is the person that know me. She see my growth. She just see me for who I am. And that alone just made me appreciate some of the people that like was around me. Like,
That's
because it's a trauma bond almost too, because having a seizure is almost like, just imagine you in a room, everything's normal, you pass out. You wake back up, everything's not normal. You don't even know, you don't know what's going on. Sometimes you don't remember what's going on. Sometimes you throw up, sometimes you pee on yourself. I think that alone is like, what the hell? What the hell just happened to me? Like, why am I going through this? Like, why do I gotta go through this? Wow. And then 10 years ago, I didn't really see people. I was 14 when it started, and I didn't really see people have seizures.
So
it wasn't a normal thing.
Felt,
so
yeah.
It's like, what's wrong with her? Why she passing out? Now epilepsy is a little more normal, and there's more resources. But even that alone just made me feel like, I don't want to go.
Yeah.
Like, it made me stop wanting to go places with people, be places with people, because what if I pass out? I'm going to embarrass you. I was at a club one day, and a security guard didn't know what was happening, but he like pinned me to the gate. And one of my childhood friends had to be like, no, she having a seizure.
You can't do that.
But,
yeah.
So that alone was scary, because I got 3 closed head injuries. I done got hit in my head 3 different times. So
through that, like
through the whole thing. This is the first time I did an interview and I cried. But through from 14 to 22, I've been hit in my head with 3 different objects. I got hit in the head with a bat at 14. I got hit in my head with a brick at 18. And I got hit in my head with a bottle at 21. All those times was different. The bat, I was in a coma for a while. My seizures didn't happen till a year later. Boom. Got control of my seizures. 18, I'm at my friend's house sleep, and they all go outside to fight. I'm in the house, sleep, but I slept so hard. They told me not to come outside, but I was asleep. But I had a car, and I'm like, I couldn't drive it, but I had a car. So I'm like, they might have took my car. It's all dark in the house, so I get up and I go outside. As soon as I hit the curb, a brick hit me dead in the face. Like, innocent, like I didn't throw a punch or nothing. I literally hit the curve and a brick hit me in my face. Had a seizure that day. Now my seizures start coming back rapidly. They took me to the hospital, boom, that happened. From those couple years, it was cool. 21, I'm in the club. I was throwing parties at the time. And this guy owed another guy some money. They was about to rush him. And as they was rushing him, they hit me in my head with a bottle first. So, boom, I'm still standing, y'all. I'm still normal. Like, nothing was wrong at first. But the thing about the brain and how it reacts and stuff, so it could take a moment. I end up passing out and end up not being able to use the right side of my body for a minute. So, boom. But like I said, these are all big moments. Everywhere that I'm at, when these things are happening to me, it's people around. It's that party was filled. It was my party. So that alone was just like, damn, what happened? Like, I'm in the hospital now. Like, I'm in the hospital and my life is really changing. I had to quit my job. At that moment, that's when I couldn't finish. I went back to OCC for college. I didn't end up finishing school. I had to withdraw out of school because I can't walk. So I couldn't walk for like a week. And it was just like even as an adult, sometimes my hands be like, okay, I ain't got enough lot of strength in one of my hands. You know what I'm saying? But it's from that. Like, even get my blood drawn, they be like, let me find a vein. I'd be like, girl, I had seizures for so long, you probably ain't gonna find one. Like, I make everything a joke. Like, I was laughing, telling people the story about the bat, and they was like, why was you laughing? I was like, because sometimes you just gotta laugh at what you've been through. Like, and even still, like, I didn't have a seizure since then, but in 2019, I got in a car accident and I lied. I never forget lying because I did not want to go through that again. Like, I did not want to feel that I had a whole seizure, but I act like I did.
When you said, oh, okay, I see what
I got in a whole accident. I was like, my mama like, did you have a seizure? I'm like, no. My friend thought, like, yes, she did. Like, whole time I passed out. I blanked out for a minute. You know what I'm saying? But that alone, like, back to the question, that sickness alone, I just gave you my whole story. And those are moments where I just felt like I just didn't belong in certain areas. So I started a brand because I couldn't graduate. I started something that end up helping, that end up being a big staple in Michigan, all because I felt unworthy. So when I started losing everything, it was like, now you now know who you are. Now know that you're worthy. So when I say going into purpose, it's like sometimes you don't really know what the whole plan is at first. I didn't come into nothing with a plan to help people with seizures, to help anybody. Technically, I just was being myself in that area. But now I'm happy that I have been able to, I'm able to tell my story confidently and be like, but I am the shit though. I do belong wherever, and I am worthy of all things. You get what I'm saying? So,
that's a fact.
But that's something that you got to grow into. Like it don't happen overnight. But being who I am today made me realize that the younger me probably shouldn't have been so hard on my damn self. Like I couldn't control everything I was going through.
Nah, for real.
But a lot of people don't even know that. Like a lot of the young people that's going through that right now, if you don't feel worthy, figure out a way to feel worthy. Like don't I bash myself in work almost just to feel like I had something.
Yeah. Damn, man, that's powerful. Like, I ain't gonna lie to you. Like, hearing that, like, I know that that's gonna motivate so many people. And it's a, you know, it's a moment where, like you said, I never heard you go into detail. I've heard you mention the fact that you have had those moments, but not really go into detail. And what I aspire to do is, like, this segment is called Interviews with the Forum, INNER. And I know it's somebody watching this. You feel me? I know it's somebody, you know, from the outside looking in that's looking at your life and they just like, damn, I want to be that and I want to do that. And they don't really understand the pain and the what you drawing this strength from. You get what I'm saying? To create this brand, to do all of the things that you're doing. So I definitely appreciate you for being open, you know, and giving the people that.
You got
for sure.
tears on your interview. Say,
no, for sure.
I ain't gotta make something a joke, but
no, for sure. So just to talk a little bit about the spiritual aspect of it, because I see you a lot in your journal, reading books, writing down notes, you know what I mean? All of that type of stuff. So to get out of that dark space, I kind of want to understand like your spiritual, you know, journey during that time that allows you to, you know, maneuver and fight through, you know, all of those times.
So you said my spiritual journey?
Yeah.
My spiritual journey has been interesting. Sometimes you get off track. Sometimes it be so much money coming in, it be so much different stuff coming in, you get off track. I'm happy to be back on track as far as like getting back to myself, like writing down everything, writing how I feel. I had to like write letters to people, letters that people didn't even know I was writing to them, to like let go of things. Like that was like a release thing for me. And it was just almost like God told me to do it. Like almost, like people always say God told me to do it. It's almost like sometimes you hear a voice, sometimes your spirit tell you like, forgive them. Let that go. You cannot hold on to this for the rest of your life. Like, and now that I am in tune with who I am spiritually, I cannot not pray about certain things. I cannot not walk in certain rooms and not feel that I don't belong here as far as like spiritually. Like everything ain't for you. You know what I'm saying? And ain't no amount of money gonna make me not pray to God. I'm gonna ask God first. Like, am I supposed to be doing this? Is this the right thing to do? Because you get the enemy attack you in so many ways, and it can attack you in ways that you think you're flourishing.
Facts.
And you're really not. So the spiritual journey of it is really just staying faithful, reciting scriptures. And girl, you are enough. When I did that journal, I was in a really, really tough time in my life. And I didn't feel like I was enough. So how do I motivate myself? Affirmations. Prayer.
Yeah.
Girl, you are enough.
Yeah.
Like, girl, you are enough. Like, get up. Like, it ain't, like, it don't end here. Like, I am fearfully and wonderfully made. I tell people that all the time. Like, it's just, you gotta recite things that make you feel good about yourself. Whether you believe in this religion or another one, I believe in God and I believe in Jesus Christ. Like, I believe this. So this is what I'm believing in and this is what I'm praying for.
Yeah. And
I have every reason to. What I've been through, what I've made it out of, I knew it wasn't nothing but God that got me through half of the stuff that I went through. Strength and all that stuff that come with the territory. But without faith and courage and God, I probably wouldn't be half as strong as I am.
Real talk.
So,
real talk.
I think just knowing what you're doing and knowing who you are and what works for you. Some people like to journal. Some people like to sing it out loud. I gotta listen to music, pray, journal. I do all of that. I used to ask my mama to go in her prayer closet for me.
Yeah.
I didn't create my own prayer closet.
You say you
know
had
what I'm
to
saying?
get in
I had
there
to go make
yourself.
my own.
Yeah.
Because I realized that I was real strong at manifesting, like saying what I want and doing it. Once I realized that, it was like, oh, you can do all things. And I really do. But like anything I want to do, if I put my mind to it, I can do it.
Yeah.
I can attack anything because if it's in God's will, he's going to make sure I walk straight through that door.
100%.
Any closed door is not a missed opportunity for me. It's something that it's something in there that I wasn't supposed to touch.
You know, what you doing, like getting ready to do this this show that you about to put on, right? And you know, just I guess I'll say going into second quarter of the year?
Yep.
Yeah, going into the second quarter of the year. Overall, your objectives, like overall your goals, like by the end of the year, Didi will accomplish what?
Didi will accomplish a solid foundation on my website. My goal is to build my brand, my new brand that is not Dream Rich, guys. I want to build it into a whole nother platform. I mean, I feel like having the streets and pulling up on all of that is cool, but email marketing, social media, my goal is to build a brand that that I'm making money in my sleep. I've done everything else within these 10 years. And I've always sold out. I haven't had a problem with not selling a product. It's just more of I want my brand to be worldwide.
Yeah.
The goal is global.
Yeah.
Globally. Doing everything that I can make myself bigger. Everything that I want to do this year is to be bigger, be better, and have a solid foundation.
Real talk. And last but not least, only because you one of them type of people where good conversations come out of this topic for some strange reason. But what's your goals relationship wise throughout the year?
Throughout the year?
Yeah, in terms of by the end of the year.
I'm currently just building right now.
Not that you should put a timetable.
Yeah, just building like building a solid foundation.
Yeah.
I'm doing everything intentional. I'm not dealing with anything that has restraints or restrictions. Yeah, that's it. Like I would love to have a family someday and all of that. But
do you have a timetable on like when you want to have children or something like that?
I'm gonna let God handle that. Right. I really like surrender all of those feelings to God. Like all my desires for all those things, I'm surrendering them to God because I feel like the moment I do that, the moment He gonna give it to me. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not in a rush for anything but peace. The only thing I want right now is peace. Like I love kids. I would love a kid. Like I would, but I would love to have a family too.
Yeah.
So I'm not rushing anything. I'm not putting no age gap on my age to be like, oh, I'm this age and I don't have no kids. No, I'm not that because whatever is meant for me is gonna happen anyway.
100%. Money management. You know, we got Dream Rich. Even though you rebranding and that's not the name of the clothing, but you still dream rich. You feel me? And dreaming rich, what is some of the tips for a person to get rich?
Save your money, spend wisely. Financial literacy, learning about financial literacy is not taught a lot in our Black community. Getting somebody to help you with your credit because you won't have to fund your businesses with your money if you got good credit because it can go over to your business credit. And just learning the business, like learning, that's how you dream rich. Dreaming rich is about growth and assertive, like, because if I knew all the stuff I knew 10 years ago when I started this brand and I was selling out at $20,000 a pop, baby, I would have been somewhere. I would have been like Amazon somewhere. You know what I'm saying? Like, but just the knowledge of financial literacy is key.
If you was to say, and it's not to get in your business, but if you was to say, like the largest amount of money that you've had like stacked up at one time, what would that be?
Right when I opened up my store, I had about like 400,000.
Shit.
I was good. I was cool with the 400 too. Like I was cool.
I wanted to ask you that too. Like even with that, what is enough? Like, are you? Even though it's good to have money, we all want money, but like, are you content with just being in a space where you can provide for yourself, take care of yourself, assist your family when need be? Or are you like chasing like that crazy number, 100 million.
I don't chase numbers. I let the numbers come to me. I tell people all the time, the more you chasing some money, the more you ain't gonna have it. Like, I don't chase money. I chase what? I chase the dream. You chase what, and the money gonna come. Like, even when I had that amount of money, I watched it fall away so quick. Like, the moment my store flooded and all that stuff, it was like, pew, pew, pew. Mind you, I was in Colombia. Like, I was traveling, I was doing all kind of stuff. Like, and people wouldn't know how much money I had because I don't really talk about money. I'm not a money type of person. Like, I don't do things with money. Money don't move me, period. I done been in the rooms with the richest people. It don't move me. It's not gonna make me change who I am because you got a couple dollars. So, nah, I don't chase the number because it's gonna happen. Because technically I've had more than that, but I wasn't stacked up. I was always investing. Off of my brand alone, off of Dream Rich, I probably made like at least $3 million.
Damn.
At least. I did 220 looks within 10 years.
When you say looks, you mean like just different?
Just brands. And you gotta think, if you do the math on, if I'm dropping every 2 weeks and I'm selling out of clothes and I'm making at least $40,000 off in profit, because then the money wasn't that's expensive. It was like $25 to make a jogging suit. I made piston coats. I made Lions coats with these guys, and we broke down the bag. He sold his half, I sold my half.
And it's good quality stuff too.
It's good quality because people, it's 10 years ago. People still bringing me all my stuff. I'm like, oh, for 10 years, y'all.
Right. Because you had
this is fire. Like, quality was fire for me 10 years ago. Like, I wanted quality, and people still got their stuff. So that means I did a good job 10 years ago.
Real talk.
So selling a shirt for $50, it only cost me $12 to make. So stuff like that, just making sure my revenue was always 3 times.
Real talk. And that's that power of investing. Like she said, I done had well over, $1 million, you know what I mean? But being able to take your money and put it back into the dream, you know what I mean? To get rich.
Yeah.
That's what it is.
That's the goal.
That's what it is. Well, I definitely appreciate, you coming back on.
Okay.
I ain't gonna lie. I had a whole goddamn.
What else you got?
I don't know when, when they gonna come in. Probably been texting me, but I gotta have you on again. We'll space it out. You know what I mean? But
I took you off with that question.
Yeah, definitely gotta have you as a regular guest because it is certain people that I want to kind of like had a Boosie effect on where they just keep coming on as time, go on, and I definitely need you on as one of those people. So appreciate you again. Y'all make sure y'all tap in. The show is coming. The Museum of Divine Art. 10th year anniversary. Make sure y'all get y'all tickets. Make sure y'all tap in. Yeah. Tell them website or anything that you want to tell them.
artedelamota.co. Follow me on Instagram at dream_rich_. If you come to the event, you can get 10% off if you have a picture with you in Dream Rich. So
fire.
That's it.
Fire. That's what it is. Dream Rich, the Foreign Magazine, Pulse of the Culture. Let's get it.
All right.